What's good, gamers? I hope you have your Mountain Dew Major Melon.
He looks pretty cool.
And your Doritos Hot Chippin' Lie Edition, because we're gonna do some high octane gameplay. This bit sucks. Gamer pickup lines. Hey baby, is that pussy poggers or what?
The sex was poggers.
So what's up, simps? The worst duelist here. So today I'm actually going to be profiling my Buster Blader deck profile. I know I basically already profiled it for the Climb the Ladder series, but I took it to a Dutch remote duel tournament. Big shout out to the Dutch community. All those guys are great. Shout out to Totsum, Sepper YGO, Joshua Boosters. They're definitely all the boys. But beyond the point, this is the list that I played. But I'm actually going to be profiling something different in this video, because I'll get into that more when I actually do the profile, but I'm going to do like a quick tournament report. So round one, I played against Dragon Link, which, you know, you would assume is just like free. Game one, this happened. Game two, he went first, so there wasn't really a whole ton I could do to break the board given the nature of the build. And then game three, this happened. For the record, I opened Red Eyes Fusion, Driver, Buster Blader, and Red Eyes. Keck.
Oh, baby!
So yeah, that was rather unfortunate. I actually don't have footage for everything. I only ended up getting footage for a few of the games, just because mostly, like, I couldn't figure out how to stack the Discord call, like my opponent and me, and also I just like forgot to record some of them. Round two, I played against Cyber Dragons. He just like didn't do anything, so I just like shit on him game one. And then game two, he made me go first again, and his hand was actually cracked. It was like twin core dupe, but I had like Dragoon and Ash. Yeah, it was Dragoon and Ash, because like he twinned my back row, and I was like, okay, I had like two set or whatever, so he twins those and I let him do it, and then he goes core Ash, and then he goes machine dupe, and I Dragoon negate, and he scooped. So unfortunate for him. Round three, I actually played against Totsum, and game one, he you know, like utterly exposed me. It's not really a whole ton to talk about there. He won the die roll, he went first, wombo combo. I think it was something like normal Buster Whelp, but then he bounced it with Erratic Seal and like summoned Quackimera Drago, and I just lost. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Pretty unfortunate. Game two, I was on the play. I actually ended up opening kind of lackluster. There was just no access to Dragoon, and there was no access to the Buster engine. So it was like Ecclesia and 3 back row. I like Nadir's Servant, send Titaniclad, search Ecclesia, summon Ecclesia, get punishment, set 2 back row, completely forget to search off Titaniclad, which kind of really just discouraged me outright. And, you know, from there I kind of just like ended up punting to a degree. I just really don't know how to stop Dragon Link, because it can do so much shit. But I let him get way too far in his turn. I actually held out until turn 3, and then I finally got access to the Buster Blader engine, and he Dark Ruler no more'd me. So that's unfortunate. Round 4, I played another Dragon Link player, so I'm like, okay, maybe I can have like my redemption arc here. Game 1, he just scoops. It was very much like round 1, where my opponent saw my board and was like, yeah, fuck this. Game 2, he just went full combo. I can't really do a whole lot about that, to be honest. And then game 3, I ended up opening the Buster engine, and I set it all up, and he Dark Rulered me, and then smashed through my board. And yeah, I think we ended up going to like turn 3 or 4, but he eventually just killed me. I don't exactly remember what happened. But yeah, so that's the tournament report. Really all I have to say about it was I think the Dogmatica stuff was really lackluster, so this build that I'm profiling does not actually feature the Dogmatica engine. What kept happening to me was punishment was locking me out of the Dragoon, and also locking me out of like going into Verte to get to Dragoon so that I could kill my opponent. And, you know, like, Nadir is insane, but, you know, I was playing, like, the Shadal package and stuff, and that seemed kind of like whatever. But, yeah, anyway, I'll quit talking about the tournament, but yeah, I went 1-3, just for the record, if you didn't piece that together, for the tournament report. But yeah, I went 1-3, which is unfortunate. And yeah, we'll just get into the profile, and I'll go ahead and show you what I think I should play going forward. All right, so starting the list, we have 3 Whelp. This searches prologue. It's a dragon. You turn it into Karibo, Link Karibo that is, and then you set your prologue. This is like, this makes the whole engine live just by itself, so you definitely want to play 3 of this. It's like your only normal summon of the deck. So yeah, that's that. Triple Buster Whelp. 2 Buster Bladers. It doesn't matter which ones you play. I only have one of these, and my buddy let me borrow the other one, so thank you, Jad. You're the man for getting this to me in time for the tournament. But yeah, pretty much like, if you draw this, you're fucked. Like, it'll just completely, you're screwed, because Prologue has to send a Buster Blader monster, so you have to play 2, unfortunately. So then we have a shit ton of hand traps. We have double Phantasme, double Ash, double Veilers, because this also gives us access to the Haka Fibrax Celine access code play, which is nice. And you know, you can Veiler when you have Phantasme on the board. And the last hand trap is the triple Gamma and the Driver, just because Gamma is just insane. Not really much to say about any of these cards. This was something that I definitely thought the build that I played in the tournament was lacking, was just more hand traps in general. It was, for the tournament, it was actually only the Gammas and 3 Ash, but I kept clogging on these. So I figured maybe if I cut them down to 2 and played the Phantasmes to possibly try to fix drawing bricks, maybe it could work out a little bit better. Also, for like going second, this can give you like really ease of access to going into Anaconda, and also Spheres, and Spheres is insane. But yeah. Last cards in the monster lineup are just the Red Eyes Fusion Bricks and the Wyvern for the Insight. So the Wyvern may be like less optimal to draw, but if you do draw this card, you can normal it and make Striker Dragon, and then like if you have Prologue, you can set that up as well. You could just go into the Buster and play from there. But yeah, don't get me wrong, drawing this sucks, but there's like a line when you do draw it at the very least. So spells, there's not really a lot of them. We have Triple Prosperity just for maximum consistency across the board, Triple Fusion, and the 2 Insight, just because I feel like you only have 1 Dragoon, so like even playing this to begin with is kind of steep. But it was definitely something that I feel like was missed during the tournament, just like more ways to get to Dragoon, because the Dragoon was way stronger than the entire Dogmatica engine. So, but you know, the hindsight is 2020. I'll probably play this going forward. But yeah, last spell is just 1 called by. For the traps, we actually have a wide array of different traps we can play. So we have the Buster stuff, we have the Triple Prologue, and then we have 2 of this as well, because you don't really want to draw this, which is dumb, because like you don't want it in your hand at all. It's just like not that good, but you really just need it in deck, and that's kind of the reason why you play 2. I feel like I might be able to get away with 1 of this in this version, because I am playing Dinomiscus now, because you know, at least the discard can get rid of this. But like the main thing is, you know, this sends a Destruction Sword card and a Buster Blader specifically. Your Buster Whelp is a Destruction Sword card, so that counts towards this. So like drawing this is like a little less bad, but I don't know. I figure I'll probably play 2 for now. I might try 1, and it might just go terribly wrong, so we'll see. We play double Ice Dragons, 1 Trap Trick, just as additional copies of all of these utility cards, and then Triple Judgment, so that we can try to protect our Buster Lock through, you know, Dark Ruler No Mores and so on and so forth, which, you know, never actually happened in the tournament. I never had this whenever I got Dark Rulered, or had already used it whenever I got Dark Rulered. But yeah, that's at least the concept behind this, is we can try to negate Droplets and Dark Ruler No Mores, and also Judgment it's just broken. It's a good card. Extra deck, Striker Dragon. I don't have one, so I'm just going to put a picture of it. It only serves the purpose of getting Wyvern into the graveyard so that you can do Prologue. 1 Link Karibo. This is for the Buster Whelp. It's the same reasoning as just playing the Striker Dragon. Anaconda, because Dragoon. Spheres, because this is just really good. You don't really have a ton of options to go into this all the time, but I feel like when it comes up, it's just really impactful, so I figured I should include it. And the Hulk package, Hulk's Lean Access, because that was something else that I struggled with. I struggled with killing my opponent because of the fact that the Buster Blader Fusion can't attack directly. So I figured putting the Hulk and the Celine and the Access in would probably help mitigate that. because you can just normal a hand trap and make this with the Buster Dragon if it's going to die, and then you can just try to go for game with the Access Code Talker. But I don't know, it seems good in theory, so one BLS link, it's something that really doesn't come up a lot, but I feel like you would want this at your disposal just in case, because this card's insane. Dragoon, and then 2 of the Fusion. The second one is coming in the mail. This is something that I really missed, was having subsequent copies of the Fusion and the Synchro, so that's that. And then the same, of course, double Synchro. Last 2 cards are Hot Red Abyss, because you can turn the Buster Dragon into this with any level 1 tuner, so your Veiler or your Buster Whelp, you can turn it into this if he's about to die, and you know, negates cards. It's pretty good. And the last card's Omega, because we have Gamma, so I figured this could be just a free include as well. Getting Omega out's just like pressure as well. So side deck, it's 3 Lancia, 3 Storm, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Droplets, and then 3 Cosmics for Eldlick. Like I said, it's really hard to break combo boards going second, so we can just like side in all this, and also additionally the Lancias when needed. And then we have the Cosmics and the Lightning Storms for your back row matchups. But yeah, I mean, of course your side is always subject to change. But yeah, that's the deck list. I really wish I played this version instead of the Dogmatica version for the tournament, but you know, live and learn, I suppose. Dark Ruler's a broken card. I really want to make a combo build as well, where you just kind of like play a Dragon Link deck, but you play like just this engine instead. So you just play 2, 1, 1, and 3. Maybe not even 3, I'm not really too sure, just because like doing just Dragon combos can set this up for you if you have these 2 in deck. So you know, some people are playing Dragoon in Dragon Link, which I disagree with, which is kind of counterintuitive with me trying to play this build, because it's kind of the same thing. It's honestly like, I don't really think this card's a brick because of the fact that in Dragon Link you just can like shit out your entire hand. Like there's just so many extenders in the deck, and like this can serve as like normal into Striker, into so on and so forth. And you can even like consider playing Saryuja, so if you do draw these you can try to put them back. I'm not really too sure about that yet, but basically the idea behind doing that would be summon Chaotic Magical Dragon, whatever, the level 8 Synchro guy, and then turn that into Abyss, so that you can end on like Abyss and Spheres, and then you can flip this, and then you can go into the Buster combo. So you have the Abyss to negate Dark Ruler, because this card's effect to banish from grave, and it protects Destruction Sword cards. It doesn't actually protect your Buster Dragon or your Fusion, but it's something that you can chain at any point to anything, because you don't have to have Destruction Swords monsters on the field. It's just an effect. It's basically just it's something that you could just do whenever you want. So the Dark Ruler, you chain this, you chain Abyss, you negate Dark Ruler. But I don't know, that's something that I'll have to think on more. I was gonna test it online, but you know, we'll see. People have done that before with Buster Blader in the past, so yeah, that's all I got. Me and my buddy talked a little more, and he thinks that I probably should have just played Guru Dragoon, which is probably just a better pick, just because you don't lose to shit like Dark Ruler, and you have a lot of utility in the trap lineup, so that may be something that I try in the future. But as of right now, I'm probably going to keep trying to refine a decent Buster Blader build. So I will quit rambling, and I'll see you next time, Simps.
Hi, it's me, Draco Malfoy.